Yo, yo, yo. What it is. How we gonna do this thing tonight? Hold on. Let me adjust this lighting a little bit. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Camera gonna do its thing. Camera's gonna do its thing. Water in check. Water in check. Let me see who's in here with a brother. Who's here with a brother tonight? Hold on. Let me check this bad boy out. Hold on. Microphone in check. Okay. Vince the Sniper. What's up, Rome? Y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. Vince already in his bag. What up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all? Lloyd McAfee. What's good? Justin Bradley. Man, I wasn't a fan of Micah's. I think I like things my way comment today. I know. That's why we're going to talk about it. We going to talk about it. Joe Gonzalez was good. Hello and good evening. Rome in the cartel. What's good with you? Dak owns Philly. What's goody? C. Burleson, PJ Perry, Sin City. What's going on? Star Girl. What's goody? Tony. What's good, big bro? What's good, Tony? Fred Allen. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Darnell Lamar. Bro threw me off going live. Hey, we here now. How I throw you off? What you thought I was going? How you think that Micah gonna be talking that talk today, and I ain't gonna come talk to y'all? I feel like it's the perfect day to go live. It's the perfect day. Hold on. Let me adjust my lighting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Brandy Mahoney was good. I usually defend Micah, but I am sitting this one out. I know a lot of y'all not happy with Big Micah today. Big Micah got everybody in their feelings. 62 people in here, 29 likes. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come in. Kelvin Hicks was good. Mike Salazar, what up, CFT fam? I see the cartel in the building. Were they in here? I didn't even ask. This is how you know it's a special occasion. I didn't even ask. Can y'all hear and see me loud and clear? I just started talking. So I'll ask. Loves Beauty, what's good? Hey Rome, hey chat, what's going on? Drew, my guy Drew is back, man. Drew messing around. I ain't gonna give you a mod because you're gonna start blocking Cowboys fans, but I rock with Drew. He dedicated. Happy Dak McNabb Day. Everything is going to just as expected in Dallas. Dak McNabb Day is crazy. I miss everything from Micah. What Micah do? We'll get to it in a second, Star Girl. I promise. Loves Beauty. Micah, man. Micah made some fans today. 70 people in here, man. Appreciate y'all hitting that like button as y'all came in. I know one thing about my stream, and I promise y'all, I'm working on a full layout. My brother Jay Tux actually helped me with it, so I can get a better layout for the upcoming season. I got some sponsorships that might be possibly coming aboard. I'll talk about those as they get solidified. So I'm trying to grow the channel, I promise. So the days of just me talking might go, at least not every day. You know, I want to be able to be more interactive, play some video for y'all, do some things. But I do like to be live and in color, and y'all can see me. You know what I'm saying? That's me. So today I'll be reading what Jane Slater had to say. If y'all don't mind, it won't be on the screen, and I apologize in advance. But I'm working on getting that together so y'all can be, we can get up with the times, But I like the natural, just me talking to y'all, just the stream. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I feel like the difference between my show and other shows is you can listen to my show while you doing other stuff. You could throw me in the background while you driving, while you cleaning the house. You could just listen to CFT. You don't necessarily have to be looking at the visuals, but I do want to improve the show. 91 people in here, 49 likes. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all hit that like button. Let's get it closer to 100. Just full disclosure, no liquor tonight. We keeping it all water tonight. We not it's a work day, so we ain't gonna go too crazy. As I said, man, Jane Slater had the most in-depth breakdown of what Micah said today. So I'm going to read it for y'all if y'all don't mind, and then we'll discuss it if that's cool with y'all. We'll discuss it. So I'll pull up what Jane said, and y'all don't clown my reading. Y'all don't clown my reading. I mean, I don't really have no troubles with reading. If I don't go through it all smooth, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. Jane Slater earlier today, about 2:46 p.m. Eastern. We caught up with Micah Parsons today, and he didn't shy away from the questions about his absence from voluntary OTAs. The need to build chemistry and his relationship with DC Mike Zimmer is worth the read. Worth the read versus 140 characters a thread. So she put a thread of things. Let me see who's in there. Max Salazar. Make sure I ain't missing out nobody. Cynthia Casilius was good. Was good. Vince Sniper. I think I got him. Look at Drew. Typical Dallas behavior. He just a hater for no reason. Let me see. And she says, Micah talks about his thoughts on voluntary OTAs discussions and Aaron Donald absence and success. And this is Micah's words. Yeah, I think more years, I think the more years you have, the more you understand that there's also like the business side of it. And whether I like it or not, there's rookie or people I came in with that are not here anymore. There's rookies or people I came in with that are not here anymore. I think that's the camp. That's what camp is for. I mean, there was a time where Aaron Donald didn't even go to camp and he won Defensive Player of the Year and then went to the playoffs. Like, are we forgetting these times? Like, we wasn't talking about the best defensive player wasn't even in camp. And we're in mini camps, voluntary at that. So, mini camp was something like it's mandatory. So I'm just looking at it as time for my body to heal. I'm playing as a undersized rusher who is banged up every year. So I'm just letting my body heal. I'm trying to grow, strengthen, and really just get ready for the year. Okay? There's another portion to it. And I apologize. Like I said, I'll make sure this is on the screen soon. Aaron Donald don't play for the Cowboys, dude, and you not him. C. Burleson, we will touch on it in a second. Pause. I promise. I'm just trying to cover all the points. Points to the building chemistry around the building on trips and hangouts in the offseason. This is Micah Parsons on hangouts in the offseason and chemistry in the building. You ever watch Remember the Titans? This is Micah. We're going to be in Oxnard. I think she mistyped that. Oxnard, a very, very long time. There's going to be a lot of chemistry on that field. And I think that's really the time where you see everything. Like, it's hard to really teach someone without pads on or true contact or hand points. Like, it's just not realistic. We can't even touch someone or we're going to lose a draft pick or paper or something like that. Like, it's outrageous. And I think right now it's just more technique. It's a lot of walkthroughs right now. So my position where I'm at, it's a lot of individual, and I can do a lot of individually myself or with my trainer. So Mike is focusing on, and we'll talk about the whole thing. Mike is more so focusing on his body, his training, his ramping up. He's not pressed about being at voluntary OTAs. And I know that makes a lot of people mad. We got 132 people in here. Please hit the like button. Let's get it to 100 likes, please. And I want to read the last part, the last segment, and then we'll close this out. Micah defends his approach by saying his body is his engine. I have no equity outside of this to offer them. Now, he was talking about the Cowboys and what he doesn't have to offer them outside of his body, saying that that's his moneymaker, basically. And he's going to put everything he can into his body. He's not going to play with it. Pause. He said, I understand the business side of it too. This is all I have. This is all I have to offer the Cowboys. Pay attention to that because that's very important. Saying that his body is all he has to offer the Cowboys. Before you sign a contract, you go through a physical. Before you do anything, before even on the team, you got to go through a physical. Like, this is your engine. Like, this is where all my equity lies. I have no equity outside of this to offer the team. Availability is the best ability. And if I'm not available when it really matters because I'm banged up or my body's not healing properly, I didn't get all of the rehab and treatment that I needed to be successful. And, that's on me, not on them. They'll just find the next me. All right. I read all of that. Y'all still with me? 137 people in here. I just wanted to read it. I can recant basically what he said. We don't have to read it. If you go to Jane Slater's Twitter, you can see it and read it yourself. Sorry if it was disjointed. But Mike is basically saying, listen, OTAs was voluntary. OTAs was voluntary. I wasn't going to stress being here. It's a lot of walkthroughs, a lot of be here, be there, and I'm more concerned with making sure my body is at its best. I'm not concerned with the walkthrough stuff. Now, that is right and wrong. I want Micah Parsons to understand Mike Zimmer's system. I know he probably got the playbook. He probably got the concept sent to him, but I want him to be there to understand what Mike Zimmer wants them to see. So Mike is wrong in that part. We are 9 away from 100. Can we get to 100 likes, please? Pretty please. Appreciate all 154 people for jumping in here with me. So Mike is wrong on that. I do want him to be an understanding on Mike Zimmer's system. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'll do. But Mike is not wrong in the fact that he's a veteran now. Some of the things that the media is blowing out of proportion is just that. It's blown out of proportion. It's a little bit of both. It's not Micah's a bad leader. Micah don't care. It's not that. It's also not you learning so much in 3 OTA walkthroughs or two or three OTA walkthroughs that Micah's going to be behind for the season and not be right. You missed the entire training camp like Zach Martin did, and then you'll be behind because a lot of things are learned in training camp, a lot of nuance, a lot of communication, nonverbal communication. You really learn your teammates in training camp. That's why he brought up when the pads come on and it gets physical, you really, really start to bond. Out there in Oxnard, in that heat, away from your homes, it's almost like a college ramp up, almost like a boot camp. We 1 like away from 100. Joseph Chapman, great player, not a leader. I disagree with that. I'm wholeheartedly, I feel like Micah Parsons is absolutely a leader. I do. When Micah compared himself to Aaron Donald, let me just ask y'all, let me bring y'all into the conversation, just in case y'all feel like I'm just talking. Do y'all feel like it was bad for Micah to compare himself to Aaron Donald? We're just having a conversation. Why is that? I know Aaron Donald, the Hall of Famer, the world champion, the multiple time defensive player of the year. I know why y'all like, why is it bad for Micah to do that? Let me ask y'all a question. Micah Parsons, since being in the league, has 40.5 sacks. And I know it's more than just sacks. He has 40.5 sacks that he's accumulated in his first 3 years. He's been an all-pro every year, first team all-pro twice, Pro Bowler every time he steps on the field, in the running for defensive player of the year since he stepped in the league. You know, a lot of accolades. King Reno, what's good with you? What's good with you? I hope I ain't missed no super chats. I know I've been looking down and reading. If somebody gave me a super chat, my apologies. I ain't trying to be rude. Oh, no, I'm good. But Aaron Donald's first year, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all remember Aaron Donald played in St. Louis? You know how long ago Aaron Donald was around? Aaron Donald's first years, he had 8 sacks, 5 sacks, then 12 sacks his third year. This ain't just about sacks. But the Aaron Donald that you remember, oh no, not 8 sacks. That's I'm sorry. I'm reading Aaron Donald's last couple years. My fault. Aaron Donald's first couple years, 9 sacks, 11 sacks, 8 sacks. My apologies. 9, 11, 8. Which are great numbers for a defensive tackle. And it started to show he might be something different. Right? But in Aaron Donald's first year, 3 years, in 2014, 2015, 2016, nobody was saying Aaron Donald was the best defensive player in the league. Tell the truth. Nobody. In 2014, 2015, 2016, Nobody was saying that. Somebody go ahead and lie. He was just a great young player. There was no defensive player of the year. No Aaron Donald is the best. None of that. Hold on. I got somebody in here that just randomly came in. It ain't even what I'm talking about. These content creators scream they wish we had Jimmy Johnson like coaching, and they don't want anyone to be held accountable. I'll ask you this, King by Blood 215, as I continue my Aaron Donald point. What should Micah be held accountable for? What did Micah Parsons do wrong? Missing something called voluntary OTAs. Please tell me what he did wrong. He has no off the field issues. He don't get in open arguments with coaches. He don't fight his own teammates. He's done nothing but be a stand-up teammate. What has he done wrong? And while you think I'll mull over that question, I'll get back to my Aaron Donald point. Aaron Donald became one of the best defensive players in the league over time. Micah Parsons entered the NFL in the defensive player of the year discussion. We don't know a Micah Parsons season without it. As a matter of fact, when Micah Parsons has his first down year, y'all going to act like he fell off because y'all have unrealistic expectations for Micah Parsons now. Y'all tripping. The man has done nothing but greatness. But y'all want Micah Parsons as a rookie to be a 20-sack guy when guys that have been in the league for 10 years hit their stride because they're veterans. They're veterans. $2 super chat from Gatlin. Appreciate you. Just my opinion, but Parsons is better than AD. Parsons could very well end up better than Aaron Donald. Not yet, but I agree with you. He has a chance to be. Why doesn't he? He's already been a game changer, a game wrecker, people had the game plan for him. If you don't game plan for Micah Parsons, he will ruin your entire game. 190 people in here. What's goody? Y'all hit that like button for me. I just don't understand how it's sacrilegious to compare the two. Micah Parsons don't play like Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett been in the league for like what? 7 years, 8 years? TJ Watt been in the league for almost 10 years? Micah has been in the league for 3 years. Name a defender that hit the ground running that. Casanova Films with a $10 super chat. I appreciate you, Casanova Films. Thank you. Definitely ask the question. It's not sacrilegious for Micah to compare himself to Aaron Donald. He is an Aaron Donald. He's a game changer. Hey, what's good with you? C. Burleson, Donald was dominant since he came in the league, but he wasn't as dominant as Micah. He wasn't as dominant as Micah. 9 sacks, 11 sacks, and 8 sacks. That sounds like that's right there at 30. Actually, 28. Micah has 40.5 sacks in 3 years, and Aaron Donald had 28. What you mean he's not? Micah's not as dominant. Come on, man. And you my dog, but come on, man. Let's call a spade a spade. Micah has been amazing since he stepped in the game. Name other players outside of maybe Lawrence Taylor who hit the ground running this hard. Who? Let's get it to 150 likes. Who hit the ground running this hard? It's not sacrilegious. So when Micah says, y'all didn't get on Aaron Donald when he missed camp, I'll feel him. He not wrong. He not wrong. When Micah says, all I have to offer the Cowboys is my body and I'm going to protect it, that's negotiations, y'all. Pay attention to what's happening. He's negotiating through the media. It ain't his time for his money, but he letting them know, I am not going to risk my body for y'all. When all y'all do is sneak diss me. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Before we get to Micah versus Zimmer, in the comments of him saying, Zimmer might like it his way, I like it my way. And then When are we going to hold the front office accountable? Mike is negotiating through the media. Don't pay, like today he's painting some pictures. He's putting some lines in the sand. He let everybody know I'm as good as Aaron Donald. I'm not about to go out here and risk my body for y'all. And I'm good enough to tell Mike Zimmer, hey, dog, I'm one of the best players in NFL. You're not going to have things all your way. And I respect that. Know your worth. Michael Parsons let everybody today know his worth. Hey, look, Mike Zimmer, you a GOAT. I respect you. You a Cowboys legend. You won championships here, all that. Good, great. You cool with the Jones family? That's cool. I'm the best player athletically on this team. That's no disrespect to Dakota. I've been an all-pro since I played every year. You're not going to just come in here and run me. And when I say why we're not going to hold the front office accountable, what was up with all those whispers of Micah Parsons is selfish, Micah Parsons isn't a leader, but nobody put their name to it? You hear 103.5 The Fan? Don't you? 103.5 The Fan got secret stories every week. Bobby Belt, Brian Broaddus, them other dudes, RJ Choppy. Every week is something behind the scenes. Yo, man, I'm hearing from an anonymous source in the building. They don't like Micah training away from them star. Who said it? I can't even tell you. We really, really want Micah to work on his leadership. Who said it? I don't know. Was it McCarthy? I don't know. Zimmer? I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's always coming from in the star. You hear Mike Fisher sneak dissing. Whole bunch of like, when he's talking about Micah, it's like, I mean, you know, Micah could be here and all this extra stuff. And it's just like, yo, you get sneak dissed by your own organization, but they want you to bend over backwards? You won't even pay one of the best receivers in the NFL. CeeDee Lamb wasn't there today. Why? Because your front office won't pay him. Front office don't want to pay Dak Prescott. They don't want to pay CeeDee Lamb. They don't want to pay Micah. And all I hear is dumbass fans, and I'm going to say it. See, we about to get in our bag tonight. Hold on. All I hear is dumbass fans saying we should trade our big three. So we can run fucking Trey Lance out there with Jalen Brooks and Jalen Tolbert and we can start a rookie defensive end because y'all don't want to take care of y'all stars. This ain't no disrespect to Jalen Brooks or Jalen Tolbert or Marshawn Nealon or none of that, or Sam Williams or Trey Lance or Cooper Rush. But you're not Dak Prescott. Marshawn Nealon, I hope you hit the ground running and you're a beast. But you're going to have to show me, because Micah Parsons has gotten me 40.5 sacks since he's been in the league. He's a game wrecker, a game changer, and I ain't dropped that video last night on accident. It was on purpose to remind people, have we forgotten who Micah Parsons is? Because I'm old enough to remember. Let me read the super chat real quick. Hold on. My fault. I know I'm in my bag. $5 super chat from Raw Truth Media. Mike Zimmer does not need to coddle anyone on this roster. The Jones family and the players need to let them do their job. I ain't saying he need to coddle Micah. He need to put respect on Micah's name. He need to put respect on Micah's name, just like Micah need to respect him. Respect is given as it's gotten. I'm not going to bend the knee. I'm Micah Parsons. Remember that. And for everybody that's going to come in, well, what he do in the playoffs? What rookie you know come in just dominating in the playoffs outside of, not even Patrick Mahomes, he didn't even start his first year. What rookie you know, or first, second, third year player you know just dominating the NFL defensively? Who? Please show me them. I see people all on Jalen Carter's nuts. He got like 5-6 sacks last year. He's supposed to be generational. Micah Parsons came in and got like 13 sacks his first season. But oh, I ain't supposed to care about that. 154 likes. Can we get it to 200 likes? I'm not saying Micah Parsons can do no wrong. Let me step back and say that. I feel like he's wrong in the fact that I really do want him to be around his players, but I'm not going to hold it against him when his front office is disrespecting him. This is a two-sided street. The Cowboys have not been showing Micah Parsons love all offseason. Go ahead and lie. Somebody write in the chat. Somebody in the chat tell me, have the Dallas Cowboys organization been showing Micah Parsons the appropriate love this offseason? Because all I've heard is sneak dissing since that playoff game ended. I don't like his podcast. I don't like that he trains by himself. I don't like this. I don't like that. And then you turn around and be like, hey, man, but I really want you to do everything I asked you to do before I pay you. You got to give respect to get it. How about you show him some goddamn love? How about you hold him in high regard? How about you uplift the brother? How about you say, yo, you know what? We got one of the best defensive players in the NFL and treat him as such. How about the flagship radio station get off his nuts and start giving him some love? That's all I'm saying. Not be too prideful, Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer, your first phone call should have been Micah Parsons. Yes, he got to respect you. He got to listen to you. He got to follow your scheme. That's true. But when you got one of the best players in the league, you got to come in and act as such. I'm glad you disagree, Joseph Chapman. We got different opinions. That's fine. But we dealing with a player that's special. When Phil Jackson came in with Michael Jordan, he had to be like, I mean, that is Michael Jordan. Because if you going to do it, get your old ass out there and dribble a basketball, Phil. Hey, Mike, you so good, get your old ass out there and go get me some sacks. No player is above the team. Who said he's above the team? C. Burleson, you think every player on this team should be treated the exact same? Because the dude that was getting mentioned earlier in this stream would disagree with you. You think that players should get treated the exact same across the board? So you think Carl Davis should get the same treatment as Micah Parsons? You think Josh Ball is good as Zach Martin? You think if Josh Ball show up to a meeting late and Zach Martin show up to the meeting late, they both get the same treatment? Because I think Josh Ball should get his ass off my team. And, hey, Zach, I mean, my fault. We'll start the meeting later. It's not about being above the team, but you treat greatness like you treat greatness. It is what it is. And, yeah, I'm calling Micah Parsons great. I ain't going to move off that perch. I'm old enough to remember when we had somebody named Taco fucking Charlton as our first round pick because we ain't have no pass rushers. Remember that? Taco Charlton. We were celebrating 1 or 2 sacks in a season and doing this. Y'all remember that? Taco would brush past the quarterback, not even sack him. I mean, he developing. No, he not. Y'all don't understand, man. 230 people in here, man. Y'all hit the like button. Let's get it to 200 likes. It can get different. Y'all don't remember the dark times, man. Cowboy, y'all spoiled. Y'all think 12-5 growing trees. It don't. When I started my YouTube channel in 2020, Dak Prescott broke his ankle in half. I had to come on here every day and talk about goddamn Andy Dalton. It was a rough year. We got the anti-lock brakes beat off us all that year. And when you go through that and you got to come on here and try and create content, I didn't even have a studio. I was doing videos in my kitchen. You really cherish, oh, snap, we got Dak Prescott. We got a CD Lamb. Because I remember when we was running Allen Hurns out there. See, y'all remember Allen Hurns. Ooh, before we traded for CD, it was dark. It was dark. We was running wide receiver by committee. You treat your good players great. Stop playing with me. What would we do? Y'all really think let's just trade everybody? Let's just trade every Sadiqa Charles, what's good with you? Now, Mike Zimmer, let me read this real quick. I do have Mike Zimmer earlier today. Michael Gelkin, shout out to Michael Gelkin, one of the best reporters in Cowboys Nation. He was talking to Micah Parsons, and Micah Parsons said this. I just want to read this. Honestly, me and Zim have probably said about 20 words to each other. That's a red flag. Because that conversation should have been initiated by Mike Zimmer. I don't even think that should have been initiated by Micah Parsons. Anyway, he's very quiet. This is Michael on Mike Zimmer. All I keep hearing from the coaches is Zim likes it this way. And I was like, well, I like it this way. So I can't wait to have my true sit down with him. I think it would be pretty cool, but obviously old school mindset, old school mentality. I think he's had a lot of great players, but he ain't never had a Micah before. Now, does that make y'all mad when Micah Parsons says Mike Zimmer has had a lot of great players? He ain't never had a Micah. Does that make y'all mad? Ada Lockhart, how you doing? We 21 likes away from 200. Y'all hit that like button for me. And I'm not mad. Look, I'm not about the derogatory. I'm not gonna call you stupid. All I'm gonna say is, like I said to the gentleman earlier in the stream, what's his name? I just disagree with you. I ain't calling him stupid. We got our own opinions. It's a grown adult. What was his name? Joseph Chapman. We just disagree. I ain't mad at Joseph. We just disagree. That don't mean it. People gonna disagree. But it's true though. Now hold on. I will say this. I gotta say something. Big Flock, what's good with you? I gotta ask y'all a question. This is a fact check. Mike Zimmer was our DC in the 90s, right? Yeah. Did Zimmer have Haley? And on Zimmer's second stint, did he have Ware? I might have to call Cap. Damn it, Micah. If Zimmer had Charles Haley, Micah might be capping because Charles Haley one of them dudes. I just thought about it. Zimmer been around for a minute. If Zimmer had Haley, then he did have a Micah, and Micah might have to take it back. And if did Zimmer coach Ware? I don't think Zimmer coached Ware though. Damn it! All right. Although I rock with Micah's premise, I'm gonna keep it real. I rock with Micah's premise on I'm a great player. He ain't never had a Micah because Micah and Charles Haley are two different players. They're two different players, but I ain't gonna hey, Charles Haley was one of them dudes. So he ain't win 5 championships on accident. So, damn it, Micah, you gotta at least. Zimmer was here in '94. Okay, Zimmer coach. Okay, and he had Dion. All right. I gotta go. I'm gonna go on Twitter. I gotta talk about that later. But I rock with the confidence from Micah. But he wrong. He wrong. Nah, because Charles Haley and Deion Sanders. Ooh, he had some heat in the '90s. All right, my fault. I went down the path. Zimmer might have to let him know in the office. Let's hold on. I like the confidence. But if Micah walk in his office and be like, you ain't never had a Micah Parsons, and he'd be like, man, I coached Charles Haley and Deion Sanders. Sit your ass down. Micah might have to sit down. All right, you're right. Because Deion could be in the discussion for the best defender ever. Yeah, I can't just get at it, Micah. You know what? It sounded good. It was a bar. It was a bar. If this is Micah versus Zimmer and they was in a rap battle, that was a bar. You ain't never coached a Micah. But if you could pull out, I coached Deion Sanders and Charles Haley, you gotta be like, all right. you gotta give it up a little bit like, I heard you. Heard you, old man. Charles Woodson, heard you. You right. Like when he start dropping names, you gotta be like, out of respect for the game, and Micah's a respectful person for the game. If Micah watches this, I want him to know you are Micah. You are one of one. You are one of one. I'm not downplaying you. But if someone can drop those legendary names on you, you gotta be like, heard you. And y'all maybe y'all can find a common ground. Y'all can find a common ground. Because I was thinking about that all day, like, he ain't coached a Micah, but it just hit me. Yes, he did. He coached a couple of them. So Micah might have to, I might do a whole video on that. Y'all want a video on that? Brandon Comey, what's good? Y'all want a video on that? I'll do that. I'm gonna do research on exactly the years he was there and the best defensive players that Zimmer has coached. And I want to dig deeper. I can't do it live stream, but yeah, we're gonna do the best defensive players that Zimmer has coached. Ken Norton Jr. He got some ones on his wall on his mantle that he could be like, yo, I coached some of the best. All right, so point Zimmer. If we scoring, point Zimmer. I got Micah up 3-1 though. I got Micah up 3-1. But it ain't, look, this ain't about Micah being all right. You know, when I read those comments, I like the confidence of Micah because this is all negotiation tactics. This is letting the Jones family know, yo, it ain't no other Micahs on this team. And Trayvon Diggs is a beast. Hey, first of all, y'all heard Trayvon Diggs is looking. We 3 likes away from 200 too. Come on, man. Hold your boy down. We 3 likes away from 200. Hold me down. Trayvon Diggs was out there doing this thing today. Still on the court, still out there with Brett Brown, working through some things, but him, Overshown, they was out there moving around. Like in a good way. They said John Stevens Jr. was out there a little tired, but he gonna be all right. Also, heard Jalen Brooks was getting busy. I heard Jalen Brooks might have Jalen Tolbert on the ropes. But I will talk about that. I just wanted to, throw a little head nods out there. But Micah, man, he said there's similarities on things to how he uses me and how Dan Quinn used me in the system. But he has more twists and turns on how he's going to set things up. So, look, listen. I think one thing people missed today, I think he's had a lot of great players. He hasn't had a Micah. One thing that people missed today is he said it's going to be a compromisable relationship. There's going to be things he like, and I'm not going to give on. I don't give on. No, there's going to be things that he like, and then there's going to be things that I don't give on. Sorry, I read that wrong. Appreciate y'all on the 200 likes. But y'all know what he means by that? Y'all know what Micah means by, there's going to be some things I don't want to give on? It's real simple. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. When Micah says there's going to be things that he wants me to do that I'm going to like and things that I'm not going to like, what do y'all think Micah's talking about? I know exactly what he was talking about when he said it. I don't know who them dudes preachers saying. That's it, Jive. Playing linebacker. He just look, it's a subtle way. He don't want to say it. Hey, I am a edge rusher. He said a lot of things today. I'm an undersized edge rusher. I'm letting my body heal because I play in the trenches. Read the tea leaves. Read the tea leaves. He's letting everybody know, hey. I play edge, big dog. Edge. And he's not, look, he talked about like it's subtleties to these things. I don't mind being moved around. You can use me like Dan Quinn used me. You got more twists, more turns. I'll get down with that. You can probably improve my game. There's a lot of stuff you can teach me. But I want to let you know, and the Cowboys know, I am an edge rusher. I am not moving a linebacker. Get it out your brain. And you know what else? You know what was the nail in the coffin for the Cowboys today? Zimmer likes his edges at 270, though. Zimmer is on a 1-year contract, though, Reaper. 1-year contract. And Micah Parsons is going to change the entire landscape of defensive player contracts. Who you think got more leverage? Mike Zimmer better figure that shit out. Micah Parsons ain't going nowhere. You do not trade Lawrence Taylor or Aaron Donald or whoever you want to compare him to, Charles Haley, in their prime. Mike ain't even in his prime. He ain't going nowhere. Mike Zimmer can like anything. It don't matter. You better change your philosophy. No, not you, the Reaper. I know you didn't say it. People have been saying that. I'm not saying that you, the Reaper. I'm just saying people have been saying to trade Micah or he going somewhere. No, he not. No, he not. All the comments today y'all don't like, he going to be right there. Micah going to be right there. He's not going nowhere. Micah said if he played for another team today, y'all ain't even catch that part. He talked about playing for another team. He said, I would not go play for the Eagles. First of all, that's hilarious. I don't know if Drew's still in here watching. Drew come here to hate, think he about to get mad attention. And then he just leave when I don't talk to him. But Micah said, I will not go play for the Eagles. It's 248 people in here, man. Let's get another 20, 30 likes. Might as well. But he did say, if I went home, I would play for the Steelers. First of all, that hurt my heart. Don't openly talk about playing for another team, but this is all negotiation. It's on. I'm sorry about the water, y'all. Thomas Garrett Jr. was good. It's all negotiation. Micah's just letting the team know, hey, y'all. See, look, perception is such a beautiful thing. I look at Micah Parsons as one of the best players in the NFL. And him saying he doesn't want to play linebacker because he's one of the best edge rushers in the NFL, 40 and a half sacks in 3 years, is one way. But there's a gentleman in here, I think it's a gentleman, Bullet Storm Game. The way he looks at this is, he looks at it as excuses. He knows he's not the linebacker everyone thinks he is. His teammates know it as well. What? What kind of weirdo way to look at this? You have one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. Looks like a reincarnation of what Von Miller was in his prime. And you want to talk about he's not a top tier linebacker? That's like saying Fred Warner, you know you ain't an edge rusher and your teammates know it too. Okay. What? Trayvon Diggs, you know you ain't one of the best safeties. You a great corner. You an all-pro corner, but you ain't no safety. What are you talking about? He knows he's not one of the best linebackers. I don't care if he's one of the best linebackers. That ain't what I want him to do. Dak Prescott know he ain't one of the best running backs. And his teammates know it too. What are you talking about? Excuses. He is literally considered a top 3 edge rusher. You can't move him out of the top 3. He's better than Bosa. He's right up there with Watt and Garrett. And you literally in here, he ain't out here like Roquan Smith. He ain't a linebacker. What? Camo with the statement of the night. I should pin that joint. I'm pinning it for a second. Camo with I might give Camo a mod. Nobody hate on they players like Cowboys fans. Tell me that ain't true. Nobody hate on their own players like Cowboys fans. Oh my God. If we was playing basketball, that was a 3 from half court. If this game was tied and it was like 3 seconds left, Camo hit that 3 from half. Y'all throw fire emojis in there for that statement. Seriously. It's like he dropped a 20 in the joint. That was the baby. Yo. Oh my God. Camo for y'all. Should I make Camo a mod? Camo deserves a mod. Camo for 3. Nobody hate on their players like Cowboys fans. Oh my God. Because I've heard trade. First of all, I know y'all hate Dak Prescott. I created a whole t-shirt off of it. But the hate on CD Lamb, I had to have a tag team championship match with y'all over the last couple years. He ain't even a number 1. He not a number 1. Now he's in the running for the best receiver in the league. I always knew it. No, you didn't. Bring him to the cartel. Camo, come on home, man. Make you a mod, dog. You in the family now. Come on home, Camo. That was a dope comment because it's mad true. I'm going to just leave that joint sitting up there. Nobody hate on their own players like Cowboys fans. Ooh, it's so true. But seriously, though, and I've heard so many, just trade CD. He need too much money. Go get 2 or 3 other receivers. Y'all think CD Lamb's just walking around like they just out here? No. Then you got people, trade Micah, go get 3 number 1s. So you can be looking up like, man, you know who wish they had a Micah Parsons right now? I've been thinking about it. Y'all know who wish they had a Micah Parsons right now? Your division rivals. Y'all want me to tell y'all real quick? I was thinking about this earlier. Y'all want me to tell y'all real quick why I feel like the Cowboys are better than the Eagles real quick? It's real simple. It ain't even that difficult. Because look, the Giants, we're better than the Giants, and but Washington got a year or 2 before they get good. It's real simple why we're better than the Eagles. And I'm not, look, Jalen Hurts, fine. I'm not even here to hate on him right now. You want to call him a top 10, 12 quarterback? If you're an Eagles fan, you'll probably say top 5. I don't care. AJ Brown, amazing receiver. Devontae Smith, amazing receiver. Dallas Goedert, amazing. All that. I ain't even here to hate on their players. But they lost 3 pivotal players last year and replaced them with a running back. Nah. No. Hassan Reddick left. Bryce Huff is not Hassan Reddick. I don't care how you try to look at it. I don't care what kind of glasses you put on. No. They edged, they got Josh Sweat and Bryce Huff. That edge room looking different. And Brandon Graham old as me. So they pass rush gone. And you know who used to always be on point when games is on the line? Fletcher Cox is gone. Jordan Davis ain't Fletcher Cox. I don't care what y'all say. He can stop the run. He ain't getting no sacks. That's 2 pivotal people in the trenches gone. And then the one that everybody forgetting about, Jason Kelce, is gone. You can't replace all of that with a running back. Saquon Barkley ain't no center or no DT or no edge rusher. That's a lot of trench work lost. I know you think you had the replacement, but the replacement's got to show me. This is all pro level talent. Hassan Reddick was a beast. And he a Jet now. That's a lot. I'm just saying. So y'all want to get rid of a Micah and replace him with a Bryce Huff. I ain't going. I ain't going. And Saquon Barkley, like I said, I ain't even call him trash. Notice, I ain't call our good players trash. I'm saying they haven't replaced the ones they lost. Jordan Davis is a different type of a player. He's a one tech, a run stopping. maybe a sack or two. Fletcher Cox was a problem. Even when he was older, he still would get sacks when games was online because he knew how to play. Was a 13 to 14 sack a year type player. And they just gone. So I'm not mad though. I ain't mad that they gone. I'm just saying. Y'all want to get rid of y'all players and replace them with who? Pay the big three and let's move on. Now let's talk about a couple other things I heard today because I did hear this. Oh, well, let me wrap up the Micah conversation. I feel like Micah Parsons and Mike Zimmer are going to get on the same page. I feel like they're going to get on the same page and this conversation is going to be mute. I know they haven't spoken. I think Micah was keeping it real. They haven't spoken, right? But I genuinely feel like they're going to get on the same page. I feel like they're going to meet as men. I feel like Micah's going to realize Mike Zimmer know his shit. Mike Zimmer is an excellent defensive coordinator, and I feel like Micah Parsons is going to realize, wow, now I might need to rock with this dude. And I feel like Mike Zimmer is going to realize, wow, I haven't had a player of this caliber since them 90s Cowboys. They both can bend the knee a little bit. All them players I named earlier was the 90s Cowboys. Mike Zimmer hasn't had the players like that in 30 years. Because all of the great players he had on the Vikings, the Kendricks and the Hunters and Anthony Barrs and stuff like that, great defenses. He didn't have a Micah in a long time. In 30 years, he ain't had a Micah type player or Dion or nothing like that. Now he got Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons. He got some heat on this defense. I just want him to know that just as much as Micah needs to come, like he said, Micah said, we both need to compromise. I think they do. I think once they compromise, they're going to get on the same page on another level. Now, I talked about a second ago, I talked about Jalen Brooks and I talked about Jalen Tolbert and things like that on the offense. But what I've heard, the thing that stood out to me now, officially, Trey Lance is running Cowboys' second team. That matter to y'all? Are y'all surprised? I'm not. This is the Trey Lance show. They acting like Dak the backup. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna Trey Lance me to death this offseason, and I gotta just take it. I'm not even here to hate though, because I knew this was coming. No fake outrage from me. I felt like Trey Lance is going to do his thing. I hope that he has an excellent offseason. I'm not even tripping. I'm not worried about Trey Lance. I don't want him to have a bad training camp. I want him to ball. Him balling doesn't make me think he's going to be better than Dak Prescott. If Trey Lance can take Dak Prescott's job, then he don't deserve it. But Trey can't take his job. So I want him to ball out. I would love for my backup quarterback to be phenomenal. Because football is crazy. And if Dak get nicked up, I want a great quarterback to come in. Just like when Tony got nicked up and we lost Kellen Moore and Jamil Showers and Dak Prescott came in balling out. God forbid if Dak got hurt, I would love for Trey Lance to come in balling. You think I'm going to wish that he don't? I'm a Cowboys fan. I want the team to win. If Trey Lance came in and Dak sprained his ankle and outplayed Dak Prescott, then that's what happens. But he got to do it. I'm not going to give it to him like a lot of people want to do. He already better. From doing what? Actually go do it, because the quarterback he's trying to beat out is an all-pro and just led the league in touchdowns. You got a big-ass hill to climb. Get to climbing. But I ain't worried about none of that. I'm not worried about none of my stars. I'm not worried about CeeDee Lamb. I hope y'all not worried about CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, they talk about he gonna get fined $100,000 for missing the mandatory minicamp. Y'all want me to tell you why I'm not worried about CeeDee Lamb and them fines? Because we almost had 250 likes too. Last 10 people hit the like button. Last 7. CD Lamb and that $100,000. Zach Martin missed most of training camp. He got fined a bunch. And then when they redid his contract, they just added some money to the contract to absorb the fines. So whatever CD's contract is, add 100,000 to it. Them fines gonna be wrapped up into the contract. It ain't gonna matter. So that's why CD is somewhere chilling. Because once you do something like that, you set the precedent. You think CD Lamb being fined. So what? Zach was being fined. Cowboys folded up like a lawn chair. Let me go on and give Zach his money. Stop playing before Jamar Chase get a contract. And you got to pay CD Lamb $38 million. Go on and give him his $36 million a year and move on. Because we already up to 35. Stop playing around and give CD Lamb his $36 million a year. Go ahead and move his contract out. Pay Dak Prescott. And then you'll have the money to pay Micah Parsons. This ain't even that hard to do. The amount of money that you create by signing Dak Prescott, your cap hit, y'all realize right now that Dak Prescott's cap hit this year is $54 million. Most people push that money out to the back. And then if a quarterback retires or something, they just do the whole dead cap situation that you can split up over multiple years. No one actually pays the APY. What quarterback is getting paid their exact APY? They're signing bonuses and all kinds of different stuff. They don't pay quarterbacks their exact money per year. That's why this whole, man, he's making $50 million a year. No, they're not. Not out of the cap, at least. It's all in the structuring. But when you wait to the end and you don't do anything with the contract, that last year of the deal is a lot. $54 million. Go look back at what Dak was getting paid cap-wise, his cap hits over the last couple years. They was 20, 25, 30. You extend Dak Prescott, you make his cap hit $20 million instead of 54. Guess what you can do with that extra $34 million? Pay your number one wide receiver. You extend CD Lamb, you create more cap space. Guess what you can do with that? Pay Micah Parsons. Yeah, now in 3 to 4 years, you're going to have to do some more financial situations and move things around, but you hire someone, pay them millions to figure out those millions because ain't no salary cap on the financial person you can hire to handle it. But the Cowboys is cheap. But I'm not going to let the front office get off the hook. Oh, Jay all day. Don't speak for me. You ain't have to delete this comment. We don't want Dak. Don't speak for me. You don't speak for me, big dog. My shooters was ready to shoot. They shot you quick. You ain't even get your comment off. We don't want Dak. You don't want Dak. You in the wrong stream. I can tell you a couple YouTubers you can go watch, but this ain't you in the wrong stream, big dog. I absolutely want to sign Dak Prescott tonight. But look, it's like 5 or 6 YouTubers. I know exactly who they are. They would love to have you. Go into their stream. Now, no disrespect. It's going to be like 13 of y'all talking to each other, but y'all can all dislike Dak Prescott together. Y'all can form a Discord or a group chat, group me, do something. You know what I'm saying? Get you an Instagram group together. All 13, 14 of y'all that's going to be in that stream, and y'all can hate Dak Prescott in unison. That's not doing over here. My boy DMV in here? What I miss? Oh, DMV Johnny, my fault. What about 50 interceptions? What is he talking about? People just making stats up? Dak got to throw 50. Dak got to throw 30 interceptions before anybody want to replace him, I guess. What is he? You just making stuff up? You can look, take your boy with you. DMV Johnny. 50 interceptions. What is he saying? I ain't even mad, but this is confusing. What 50 interceptions? 50 interceptions in his entire career? That's an amazing stat. That's not bad at all. I'm not even understanding where he threw me off. He just threw a number out there. What about the 50 interceptions? What is he talking about? This is my I shouldn't be. I'm asking how many interceptions would it take for somebody to get replaced? Why is that a question? Why are you sitting there figuring out like that's a wild hypothetical? Just say you don't want him. You ain't got to make hypotheticals up. Yo, how many times does CeeDee Lamb have to drop a pass before y'all want to trade him? I don't know. I don't think about stuff like that. How many sacks does Micah have to miss before you want to get? I don't know. What? I don't think about stuff like that. I know that the Cowboys, listen, I do want to end the stream with this. I've been here for about an hour. I do want to say this. Start to appreciate your players, man. Camo came here earlier and said nobody hate on their players like Cowboys fans, and it's so true. We got so many great young players. We got mid-age players. We got Zach Martin. We got Tyler Smith, Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb. Like, it's so Trayvon Diggs. All the rookies that we got coming in. We got Cooper Beebe and Guyton and Nealon. And we got so many great players. Why not be excited about them? Why do Cowboys fans got to find a way to dislike their own players? I know you swear like, yo, everybody else is killing it. If you're not a fan of the Chiefs, you right with us. Ain't nobody else doing nothing different than us if you ain't a fan of the Chiefs. Maybe if you're a Rams fan, y'all got that 1 year off. But if you're not a fan of the Chiefs, I don't understand where all this disgruntlement is coming from. Start to appreciate your own players, man. Please start to appreciate your own players. Because Bills fans right now, they just had to get rid of most of their team. They still supporting them. Ravens fans, all that hype from last year, they ain't win it. And I'd be damned if Cowboys fans tell me if we just made it one game further, I wouldn't care. Yes, you would. If the Cowboys made it to the NFC Championship game and lost, you'd be complaining the same way. You wouldn't sleep better. You wouldn't be over. People still going to say, but y'all ain't win it. If you don't win it all, you don't get a pass. If we made it to the chip and lost in the Super Bowl, we're going to get clowned like we clown the Eagles. We're not going to get no type of consolation prize. They're still going to say y'all failures. And ain't nobody been winning it. I don't give a damn how many times the 49ers been to the Super Bowl. They ain't won it since before us. They just like to go stand near the trophy. They don't get it done neither. If you ain't winning it, it don't matter. I got 49ers fans that are very close friends. They do not brag about making it. Quite the contrary. They hate that they done got close so much and lost. Kaepernick lost. Right? Then you had what's my name? The quarterback that used to back up Tom Brady. Why is he slipping my name? Slipping my mind. Damn. Purdy just lost. I forgot. Why can't I remember his name? Somebody tell me in the chat. Jimmy G lost. They done made it to the Super Bowl bunch. L's. All them three, they can't get all, but we went 3 times. No one cares. Ravens got real close this year. You think they happy? No. Chargers fans can't even get to the playoffs. But we ain't here complaining. Nah, big dog. Start appreciating your own players, man. Garoppolo. Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. If you're not winning it all, it's a failure. So, yes, the Cowboys have failed, but there's a whole bunch of other teams that's failing. The only fans that can brag right now is the Chiefs. I know it sucks, but the Chiefs get busy. Somebody want to stop them, go stop them. But why is every other team allowed to be happy and excited about their team that ain't won nothing, and we got to act like our team is just trash? I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess I'll never get it. I'm going to be me. I'm going to support the team. Hey, you look, y'all, before we go, I do want to say this. I am officially 66 people away from 26,000. If you've been watching the stream, you've been rocking with your boy, you're not subscribed, man, hit the sub button, man. I am 66 people away from 26K. Definitely want to get to 26K. Hopefully we can get there before the end of the week, but I am close. So if you're not subscribed, hit the sub button, man. Hit the like button as well, but hit the sub button. We're trying to get there. If you're already subscribed, then it is what it is. But if you're not, and you do like the content, even though we might disagree, you know what I'm saying? And it's fine. We're not gonna always disagree. I'm not mad at DMV Johnny for not agreeing with me. Joseph Chapman, I'm not mad at him. You know, it's a lot of people that agree with me. It's all good. I don't claim to be perfect or know it all. These are my opinions. Trey Manifest, I've been here since 10K. Shoot. Appreciate the support, man. You've been rocking me for a minute. Give man, you put out good stuff. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Straight up. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been rocking with y'all, boy. I'm going to jump off of here. I'm sure that my dog, Boss Cowboy, is live. I didn't check. Boss usually live when I'm live. I'm sorry to overlap on my dog. But y'all do me a favor. Go over to the final word. Get him my love. Salute the law. Boss Cowboy, Big Game James, the OC, whoever they got over there as a guest, man. I respect. I love them brothers. They do amazing work. Y'all know me. I come in here and yell a little bit, but I really got respect for a lot of the brothers in the community, and y'all know that. I move with respect and humility. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't do that. It's a lot of I just move with integrity. I feel like you should move with integrity. So go show them brothers love. Everybody not gonna be me. I'm gonna do me. And I'll pop in the comments too, man. Y'all have a good evening. We're gonna chop it up. We got a lot to talk about this week. Today was just Micah versus Zimmer, but there's a lot more going on in Micah versus Zimmer. It's a hot button topic, and I wanted to touch on it. But we got a lot to talk about, like seriously, because there's other players that are doing things besides Micah, CD, and Dak. But sometimes you gotta handle the upfront stuff before you peel back the onion and get to the other layers. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good evening, and I will be back tomorrow with more content. I holla.